If you clicked because your baby won't stop crying tonight, you're exactly where you need to be. Most parents assume singing works because it's comforting. Familiar sounds, warmth, something soft to focus on, that feels like the whole explanation. But your voice isn't doing something emotional in those moments, it's doing something mechanical. It's hitting a specific biological target inside your baby's body, forcing a physical shift that no device, no white noise machine, nothing you can order online can fully replicate. You've tried everything tonight. The bouncing, the pacifier, the swaddle, the white noise machine you ordered at 2 a.m. 3 weeks ago. Sometimes those tools work, sometimes they don't. You never quite know why. But here's what nobody explains. When your baby is inconsolable, they're not just upset. Their entire nervous system has tipped into full alarm mode. Every time that cycle goes unresolved, it costs something real. It costs their developing nervous system recovery time. It chips away at your sleep, your confidence, and your trust in your own instincts. Most parents cycle through the same tools for months, without ever understanding why those tools hit a ceiling, and what that ceiling is actually costing both of you. But there's something already in your voice that changes all of that. You've had it the whole time. So here's the first thing to try tonight, before the science. Hold your baby close enough that they can feel the vibration of your voice in your chest. Hum anything slow and repetitive. It doesn't have to be a real song, just steady, low, rhythmic. Don't stop the moment the crying slows. Keep going for at least 2 full minutes. That's it. Now here's exactly what's happening inside their body when you do that. There's a nerve running from your baby's brainstem all the way down through their heart, lungs, and gut. It's called the vagus nerve, and it is essentially the master cable of your baby's entire calm down system. When your baby is screaming, when they're completely overwhelmed and spiraling, that nerve gets disengaged. Their little body floods with stress hormones, heart racing, everything firing at once. So the only way back to calm is to re-engage that nerve, to hit the brake pedal on the whole alarm response. That's your job. Your voice is an exceptionally powerful tool for doing it. Researchers call this the vagal brake, the biological control switch that slows down an over-revving nervous system. Your rhythmic singing re-engages it in real time, not metaphorically. Literally, your singing reaches your baby's auditory cortex and triggers a cascade that slows the heart rate, softens the breathing, and pulls them out of alarm mode from the inside out. Here's where it gets genuinely amazing. We now have direct evidence of this from some of the most medically monitored babies in existence. Researchers who study NICU infants watch vital signs moment by moment. So in a 2022 study led by researcher Manuela Filippa and colleagues measured exactly what happened to preterm babies' hearts during maternal singing, the results were precise. They didn't just find that babies seemed calmer. They found a measurable increase in something scientists call heart rate variability, specifically the high frequency range, which is the clearest signal we have that the vagus nerve is active and functioning. Maternal singing was literally accelerating vagus nerve maturation in preterm infants, not just soothing them, growing them. This same nerve that would have taken weeks to develop on its own was being trained faster, in real time through the sound of a mother's voice. That same mechanism runs every single time you sing to your baby, no matter where they are in development. But that's not even the most incredible part. Your voice doesn't just activate any part of the calm down system. It targets one very specific region. And what that region controls is something most parents never find out. That region is called the ventral vagal complex, which experts describe as your baby's built-in social safety switch. It's the part of the nervous system responsible for feeling safe around other people, for connecting, for trusting. It gets activated by a very precise frequency range. Infant-directed speech, that natural, melodic, sing-song way you talk and sing to your baby, naturally lands right around 200 to 220 hertz. That's the average frequency of an adult female voice, and it's the exact range a baby's brain is primed to hear as a signal of safety. Your baby's brain didn't have to learn to respond to that frequency. It arrived wired for it, because for 9 months in the womb, your voice came through as low, warm, muffled rhythm. Not words, not melody, just the cadence and the rise and fall of your specific voice. That pattern got encoded as the sound of safety before your baby ever took a breath. So when you sing tonight, your baby isn't just hearing something nice. They're hearing the exact frequency their brain has been calibrated to associate with being okay. It's not music, it's a signal. Their nervous system knows exactly what to do with it. Now, here's where it becomes deeply practical. Most parents sing to their baby and stop the moment the crying slows because that feels like the finish line. But the research suggests you want to stay in it a little longer. What you're doing isn't just quieting the surface. You're walking their nervous system all the way down from alarm into genuine rest. That full transition takes longer than the crying stopping. Think of it like this. The vagal brake doesn't snap back the moment you tap it. It needs a few minutes to fully re-engage, so if you stop singing the moment the fussing quiets, you may only be halfway there. Keep going, let the rhythm do the full job. The rhythm actually matters more than the melody. This is a genuine relief, because it means you cannot do this wrong. You don't need to sing beautifully. You don't need to know a real lullaby. Any slow, steady, repetitive vocal pattern works. It's the rhythm, the predictability, the cadence that cues the nervous system. Your baby isn't a music critic. They're a biological system responding to a biological input. That input is you. There's one more thing. This might be the piece that stays with you the longest. The same mechanism that calms your baby when they're crying is also connected to what NICU teams watch most closely. Those moments when a baby's heart rate drops suddenly or they temporarily pause their breathing. Babies who received regular maternal singing had measurably fewer of those episodes. The vocal stimulation was stabilizing their most basic involuntary functions. Full-term babies in distress are running the same system. When your baby is inconsolable, they're not just being emotional, they're dysregulated at a physiological level. Your voice is one of the most powerful inputs that reaches deep enough to regulate them. That's what's happening when nothing else works and you start to sing and it works. It's not luck, it's not magic, it's the fact that your voice carries a frequency your baby's brain has been listening for since before they were born. It reaches a nerve that nothing else reaches in quite the same way. It does a job that no device, no white noise, no swaddle can fully replicate. You've been doing neuroscience this whole time, you just didn't have the language for it. So tonight, when your baby won't settle, try this. Hold them close enough that they can feel the vibration of your voice in your chest. Sing anything slow, steady, and repetitive. Don't stop at the first sign of calm. Stay in it. Let the rhythm finish the job. Give their nervous system the full landing instead of just the beginning of it. Your voice is the most powerful calming tool in the room. It always has been. Now you know exactly why. If this made you see your baby a little differently, share it with another parent who needs it tonight. If you want to know what else your voice is building inside your baby's brain, that one is coming next.